Welcome back to the Washington State Dynasty, and for the first time in school history, welcome your #1 ranked Washington State Cougars to the field. Last week they defeated Stanford in a top 10 matchup, and that win vaulted them into the #1 overall position in the polls. BCS polls will come out next week, so we'll get an idea of where we stand in those, but for at least 1 week we will be the #1 team in the nation. Starting off the day, a wild throw from Tony Gaines. And because of where the bubble screen was actually thrown, it's a pass interference, so that will back us up further. Now 3rd down and 20. Tony Gaines drops back, fires to the outside. He's got Richie Wiley, and he falls forward to the 44-yard line. Today, this offense will come out and prove they deserve the #1 ranking, and also try and get revenge for our loss last week to Utah, a game in which they were not very good, and we were off to a good start to the season, and somehow we just ended up losing to them. Now it's Avery Burgess on a quick throw, and he's got 8 yards and a 1st down. Trips to the right, it's 2nd down and 9. Gaines will roll out to his right. He throws and has Kerry Webb, a dangerous throw. On 3rd down, we'll bring out a lineup that features all receivers over the height of 6'2". Here's 6'5" Robert Lundy on a short 3-yard reception. Sticking with that same receiving set, Tony Gaines drops back, fires towards the end zone, and it's caught by Andrew Johnson just shy of the end zone. Now running and throwing to the outside, it's Mac Marquardt. He's got his 2nd career touchdown reception. It's a big one, and it gives us an early 7-0 lead. A 2-minute drive as here is fine. He's got it, and he's into the open field. He's got some room to run. He's past the 25, inside of the 10, and he'll go all the way 75 yards for Lionel Fine, and he'll tie the game up at 7. 2nd down and 7. Quick throw to the outside for Xavier Archie. He fights his way forward to the 30-yard line, so 3rd down and 2. Read option on 3rd down. Here's Tony Gaines. He spins his way forward and falls down after a gain of 9 yards. Trips to the left, it's 1st down and 10. And down goes Tony Gaines. He had a man getting open downfield, but couldn't throw it in time. So now 2nd down and 18. Here's Lorenzo McKenzie. He makes a move, still on his feet, breaks a tackle, and he picks up the 1st down, a gain of 20. He is so elusive, as we've seen multiple times so far this year. Now it's Corey Washington, who's got 4 yards and picks up the 1st down. Another 3rd down, throw to the left, it's Richie Wiley. He's got 10 yards, and he's really turned into a #1 receiver so far this year, leading the team in receptions and receiving yards. Now it's Avery Burgess on the 11-yard run, and that makes it much more manageable on 3rd down. Play action, Tony Gaines throws quickly, he dumps it down to TJ Ashley, and that's a 1st down for the Washington State offense. Now we'll spread the field with 4 wide. Here's Mac Marquardt again, and he'll score another touchdown, this time on a jailbreak screen, and he'll go 14 yards, and we retake our lead. We have a studio update as #3 Ohio State loses their first game of the season to Iowa, who's now 4-1 in the season. 3rd down and 4. Henderson drops back, pressure gets there, but he throws the ball to Rutledge, and that's a 1st down, a catch of 6 yards. Greenwood comes in motion, I formation. Now Henderson will take off. He's got some green ahead of him. He's inside of Washington State territory and hit down by Patrick Cole. Utah will go shotgun on 3rd down and 7. Throw to the outside. It's Nelson who's open this time. He's inside of the 15, still going, and down to the 9-yard line, a 32-yard reception. Now they'll pitch it to the outside, and Fine gets to the edge and will score a 3-yard touchdown. So 2 touchdowns for us by a freshman wide receiver, and now 2 touchdowns from Fine for Utah. It's Xavier Clark who will take this deep in his own end zone. He'll take it out and bounce it to the outside, past the 25 to the 30. He's got some room ahead of him, and he's gonna go all the way. No one's gonna be able to catch him. He takes it 107 yards, and we retake our lead just like that. A couple of long touchdowns so far today. One on the run by Fine, and the other on that kick return. Now it's Henderson. He might have lost a yard, but he's sacked by David Downs with a 2-interception game last week, and now it's Sidney Phillips. Nearly had an interception. Instead, our offense will take over. Trips to the right will go to the left. It's Richie Wiley on a gain of 9, 150 yards passing so far today. 2nd down and 1. Now it's a screen pass to Kerry Webb. He's into the open field, and he's another guy who is very fast and can be very explosive. First down and 10, looking to set up a screen pass, and we'll go deep. It's Kerry Webb, makes a move. He's down to the 10-yard line, a 10-yard reception. Second down and goal. Tony Gaines to the outside and to the end zone. It's a 9-yard touchdown for Richie Wiley. The third touchdown already for Tony Gaines, as he's already thrown the ball 25 times so far today. And now it's Joey Clark on the interception, and he'll take this one all the way into the end zone. So now a 35-14 ball game, and just like that, we have a 3-score lead. A stop here would be huge, so we could go into halftime with a 3-score lead, but it's Melson down the scene, and he's got 41 yards. Second down and 7. We bring a blitz. He'll throw into the flat for Nelson once again, and he's got 7 yards, just shy of the first down. 22 personnel. Wiggins gets the carry, and he's got some room to run, and he'll take it into the end zone for a 22-yard touchdown. So we will head into halftime with a 14-point lead. Our offense, defense, and special teams are all playing very well so far in this first half. Utah will open up the half with the ball as they have a chance to cut into our lead once again after that touchdown to end the half. It's Henderson on the carry. He breaks the tackle and is shoved forward to the 40-yard line. A 3-down lineman look. We'll bring a blitz, and it's Nelson on the catch for 13 yards. He's really stepped it up in these last few drives. Now it's fine. He's got it. He's to the 15-yard line, a gain of 12 on the run. And it's first down and 10 from the 15-yard line. A dump down goes to Nelson, as it was Patrick Cole who didn't get there in time. So third down and 5. Henderson's going to take off and scramble, and he is inside of the 5-yard line, brought down. A flag is down. It looks to be a face mask, and that's exactly what it will be. So it's now first and goal from the 2-yard line. I formation as Henderson goes to the air. He's got his fullback Potter, and it's now a 1-score game. Utah has come back and have cut this lead. So first down and 10 will go jet sweep to Marcus Stanford, and he's another dynamic playmaker. He's past the 30 to the 20, and you won't catch him. He's arguably the fastest player in this team, and that's saying something. And we will extend our lead back to 2 scores on 1 play. First down and 10. Utah has the ball once more. It's Nelson. He's to the 40-yard line, brought down by a couple of Cougar tacklers. First down and 10. Throw goes to Smith, the tight end, and he's close to the first down and just barely got it. A 3-3-5 look. Give goes to Greenwood, the fullback, and he's got 10 yards. So this is a Utah offense that utilizes a couple of different fullbacks. Now they'll go play action, throw to the sideline for Smith, and he got a foot in bounds. So first down and 10 from the 25-yard line. It's read option for Henderson. He's got some room to run, and he's hit down hard. It's Daryl King, the junior safety. Third down and 2. Throw out of the back of the end zone. Henderson might have seen the pressure coming and didn't want to take a sack. So Utah is forced to settle for a field goal, and it's still a 2-score game. Now it's Xavier Clark on the return. Past the 25. He's got some room once again. He tries to cut it back and runs into his own man, and he's down after a 49-yard return. A screen pass to set up for Lorenzo McKenzie, and once again, these bubble screens work really well once we get them worried about the deep passing game, and then it's the short, quick underneath stuff that can be very deadly. Third down 11, Gaines will escape the pocket, throw downfield, and he didn't get enough on it. It's intercepted by Jackson down at the 11-yard line. Utah gets the ball back now with a chance to cut this lead to 1 score. Here's Smith on a corner route, and he's to the 30-yard line. A good way to start off this drive. A 3-2-6 look. It's Henderson on the outside throw to Keith, as it's Lawrence Johnson who's beaten coverage. So second down and 11, I formation. They'll go with a flea flicker and throw down the middle of the field into triple coverage. It's Page who lays out for it and makes an incredible catch. Utah pulling out all the stops. Now it's Justin Nelson to the 10-yard line. So a quick working drive here for Utah. They'll run the speed option to the right. It's Wiggins, and he'll lose 2 yards. So third down and 14. It's basically third down and goal. Henderson from the pocket will dump it down to Fine, and he steps out of bounds trying to tightrope the sideline. He probably would have scored there if he doesn't step out of bounds. Now it's Xavier Clark on the triple option, and he's got it, and he has it to around the 47-yard line. First down and 10 will go no huddle. It's a throw to Marquardt once again. These screens are very effective for him and Richie Wiley, as they both are very athletic players. Now a shovel pass, that's a pretty cool thing to see. I haven't seen that much in this series, and it goes to Melvin Hall. Third down and 8, Tony Gaines. He dumps it down to Burgess. He runs through a couple of tacklers and picks up a huge first down, and that will keep the drive alive. Now we move a man in motion, play action, Kerry Webb along the sideline. He has it for a first down. So 3 wide set. It's Tony Gaines on the read option, dives forward. He doesn't break the plane, but does pick up a first down, so we'll take a couple of knees. Now on third down and goal, setting up a screen pass for Marcus Stanford, trying to run a little bit of clock and center the field goal. So now 7 seconds left, the kick is away under 5 seconds. It's good by McGill, so a 2-score game with only 1 second left as we have a studio update. Tennessee will suffer their first loss as they were ranked in the top 15. So under 5 seconds left, it's Holly on the recovery, and he's brought down with 1 second left. So one more play, Utah will just have to chuck it towards the end zone. This game is over though, and now off his back foot, Henderson is intercepted by Patrick Cole. The redshirt freshman safety has it, and now cuts it back to his left. Probably best to just go down there. Instead, he will pick up a little bit of return yardage. And so we will win today's game, stay undefeated, now 6-0 on the season. This may have been one of the best games of Tony Gaines' career. I think he's definitely starting to get the confidence back that he lost last year. At a certain point last year, he just really wasn't making throws, and I think that really got to his head as he just stopped throwing the ball, and the offense really went towards the running game. And I think we really opened it back up and allowed him to make decisions, and he doesn't have to worry about interceptions. He's done a much better job so far this year of taking care of the football, and that has led to this great start, 6-0. We actually were outgained in terms of total offense, but with total yards, including interception return yardage and our kick punt return, I believe we were pretty heftily ahead. Player of the game, Joey Clark on defense and Tony Gaines on offense. We will keep our #1 overall ranking as we will head into week 8. This time our game will be against California, as we have some very important recruits visiting. You'll get a look at them a little bit later. We now have the #3 overall points per game offense, and they look at Cal's team. They're not the best overall. They have a pretty solid record, but in terms of actual statistics, I'm not too worried about them. Tony Gaines has now moved up to #3 in the Heisman polls, still behind 2 very talented running backs, Casey Williams and Godfrey from Georgia Tech. They both receive heavy loads, so that's definitely the reason why they're so high on the Heisman rankings. Look at the coaches poll, media poll, we are #2, so we moved up after a loss by Ohio State. Miami is still #2 there. And so a couple of key injuries, running back and strong safety will not be playing for Cal in our game. Now look at the season stats, 13-0-4, 14 touchdowns, and 5 interceptions for Tony Gaines. He's on pace to absolutely crush what he had in his first season as a redshirt freshman. He also has run the ball very effectively and run the ball a whole lot more this year. Richie Wiley needs about 200 yards, and we're only halfway through the season. With 200 more yards, he would have the most receiving yards he's ever had in his career. So that's great to see. He had a down year last year after a good 2 first years in his Washington State career. And it would be great to see him finish off the season, or his career with Washington State, with a great season. So a 5-star commitment and athlete. I see him as a safety, most likely a free safety with his lack of tackling ability. And Charlie Young, who I believe I've said in the past is more of an athlete at this point, only 264 pounds, but is strong, can move very well, which will be good in our spread offense and help get out for some of those screen passes. And look at the guys still left on our board. David Gaddis, the 6'7 quarterback, #1 overall running back, and tight end are still high and are favoring us to some extent. #2 defensive end and the #2 athlete are all considering us very heavily. But I hope you did enjoy today's episode. It was a good win. We will stay undefeated at 6-0. If you did enjoy though, please leave a like down below. Leave your comments on the game down below and on our recruiting class. Which of our players that you've seen so far impresses you the most, and are you most excited for us to hopefully get and see him play in a couple of years? I will see you for our game against Cal, which will be coming up in a couple of days, 'cause I'm out.